Hey guys, it's Dice from Tap and Die Toys here to talk to you today about all the 30th anniversary Toy Story merchandise coming out for 2025. In this video, we're going to go over some of the coolest things I've found so far that have just come out from companies like Mattel, the Hot Wheels line of toys, and even some clothing merchandise that you can purchase as well. To begin, let's start off with Funko. It's been a big thing lately with Funko Pops that they've been doing online NFT sales. And this was very, very weird to me and confusing. But they're coming out with all kinds of physical Funko Pops too to go along with those digital NFT 30th anniversary Toy Story Funko Pops, including characters like the Mutant Pterodactyl, Babyhead, Sid, Scud, Woody, and Buzz, but all of which are adaptive of the first movie. So Buzz has suction cups on him, like how Sid kind of played with him, I guess. And Woody has that burnt mark on his head and a pencil from when he was trying to gather up all the mutant toys to get back at Sid. Now, the whole NFT thing is kind of confusing, and you can't just go out and buy these Funko Pops. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to play the video that Funko posted on Instagram to kind of explain it all.
Funko presents Toy Story as Digital Pop. Open exclusive digital collectibles with an opportunity to land limited physicals. Now with more chances with the new Ultra Rarity. Collect them all. Get ready at drop.io.
So yeah, pretty much you just can't get them unless you spend money in the hopes of trying to get them.
What? What are you talking about?
Now, if you're into the whole NFT thing, that's fine, but to me, I am very skeptical, so I'm going to hold off. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the new Toy Story line of full-size dolls at the Disney Store. Now, they pretty much just look like the same dolls we've seen since Toy Story 4 came out back in 2019, but there's a bit of a slight difference. All the toys interact with each other, although the lines kinda don't make sense when they talk, so Buzz will say like, "To infinity and beyond," and Woody will be all like, "Well, howdy there." So the dialogue really doesn't work, but it's a cool feature. The most important part about these new dolls, though, is that there's a set of aliens. It comes in a 2-pack, and now both are different sculpts and talk to each other. The one alien we did see back in 2019 with the Toy Story 4 line of toys, but it's cool that it has now a side partner to that figure. As for Woody and Jessie, they have a lot more going on. They have completely posable bodies now because they have wires in their bodies, much like the original 1995 first edition of the Thinkway Woody doll. So with that in mind, it's kind of cool to see that history come back in the present toys. There's also a bit of a better sculpt for the belt buckle, and Jessie has a much better head sculpt and paint, which is a lot more movie accurate. The only other feature I'm going to mention about these dolls that's important is they have different hand sculpts now, so Woody and Jessie can actually hold their hats. The next thing I'm going to cover is the new Storytellers pack by Mattel. We've seen these Storytellers packs in the past, in the late of 2024 and early 2025, involving Zurg, Buzz, and Alien in one pack, and Jessie, Woody, and Bullseye in another. But these are very, very small scale figures, and they're not even that detailed. And they look like a lot like the things we've seen in the past. But what I'm very excited to see is the new Storyteller set that just came out, including 8 figures, 3 Army Men, Ham, Slinky, Rex, a Woody, and a Bo Peep. Now, the important thing about this pack is we haven't seen a posable Bo Peep in her dress for years. I'm talking they haven't come out with one literally since 1995 and 96 when they had the Disney on Ice posable Bo Peep minifigures. I'm really excited for this playset, and I've already ordered one online, so I might do a toy review on that in the future, but I'm definitely excited to be seeing more OG Toy Story merchandise. Mattel has been absolutely nailing it with this 30th anniversary line of toys, and what we've seen in the past is coming back again now. Within the last few years, we've seen Hot Wheels Racerverse sets by Mattel, including Buzz in his spaceship and Bo Peep in a skunkmobile. But now, as of 2025, we're getting Woody on RC. And this is another thing we've seen a lot in the past, but it's cool to see in a much more cartoony, stylized Hot Wheel version that's just fun for playtime or for a collector to put up on a shelf. One other really cool thing that recently came out is the giant, almost 6-foot tall plush Lotso bears, which are exclusively at select Costco locations. What's not cool about these figures is where they're located and the price. So to cover the price first, $350 for a stuffed bear is crazy to me, even if it is Lotso from Toy Story, which I love. With that being said, it's only at select locations, which I've seen in Japan and Canada. I haven't even heard about any in the United States yet, but even if they are, $350 is a really big price gouge. Thanks a lot, Costco. One other notable thing I feel is worth mentioning is the Roundup Fun Woody and the Action Shop Buzz Lightyear that Mattel came out with a few years back. Now, these figures were just meant as kind of a lineup when the company Thinkway Toys went out of business, so that Woody and Buzz Lightyear action figures could still be made by a company other than the Disney Store, so that there was kind of an alternative option. Now, these, I'm not a huge fan of them. I feel like the paint job could be better, the sewing could be better, and they're kind of small, if I'm being honest. But Mattel recently repackaged pretty much all the old dolls to say 30th anniversary on them. And what I think is notable about this is that they picture Jessie and Rex on the packaging. Now, we have seen a Rex to go up with the Roundup Fun Woody and the Action Shop Buzz, but we haven't yet seen a Jessie, so maybe they're hinting at something we can see in the future for the hopes of this 30th anniversary. Last but not least, we're going to talk about something other than just toys. A clothing line called The Roosevelts recently came out with a really awesome 30th anniversary line of Toy Story merchandise. So these clothes, specifically shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, are all themed from Toy Story in the best way possible. Most notably, there's a shirt that has Mr. Shark on it from Toy Story 1, who honestly is of such iconic character, I'm surprised he hasn't been on merch sooner. Besides that, there's also this really nice shirt that has Scud chasing Woody and Buzz on RC, just like the 1995 movie poster. And there's another notable shirt that has a ton of concept art all over the entire outfit, which I've already ordered, and I think it'll look great. Overall, I think all this merchandise that's coming out is really awesome, and I can't wait to see more. I really wish we had some more full-size dolls coming out soon, but that's here's for hoping. With Toy Story 5 just around the corner in June of 2026, I'm in the hopes that this 30th anniversary merch doesn't just roll over to Toy Story 5, but even more merchandise comes out. So as collectors, fans, and even people who just love the franchise, there's a lot to look forward to for 2025 and 2026. Thank you for watching, and remember to tap and die that like button.